Well, a very good afternoon and warm welcome along to this second Extreme Energy T20 International between Nepal and the United Arab Emirates. UAE 1-0 up in the series after a dominant victory yesterday. My name is Andrew Leonard and great to be back in Kathmandu on the most perfect day for cricket. We've got tonight's match, well, plenty to look forward to. Nearly time for the toss. We had Kiran Bhattarai out with the two captains to oversee proceedings. Let's go and find out just a little earlier who won the toss and what the pitch is going to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Extreme Energy Drink presents T20I between Nepal and UAE. This is final and match number 2. We are all set for the very important toss. So for the toss, to my right, I have got skipper of Nepal, Dipendra Singh. Next to him is the skipper of UAE, Mohammad Wasim. And very stylish match referee with the hat on, Wendell Lebroy. So Dippy is the home captain, so he will be flipping the coin. Heads is the call. Tails it is. So, Dipendra, you've won the toss yet again. So, what is the decision this time around and why?
Ball first, and we are chasing this time. That's why we're chasing the ball first.
So, the news from the center is skipper of Nepal, Dipendra Singh, has won the toss, and Nepal will be bowling first.
Let's run through the Nepal changes to start with. 4 changes in all for them. Sandeep Jura, he misses out at the top, as does Bashir Ahmed. So does Arjun Saud, and Sher Malla also goes out to the 11. I think that might mean that it's going to be Kushal Malla who'll go up the order and open the batting and allow Dipendra Singh to return to his regular number 4 position. If that's the case, we may well see Lokesh Bam at number 3, which is a position that he performed very effectively for the Biratnagar Kings during the Nepal Premier League season last year. But the big news, well, it's a debut, and a special debut for a very talented young cricketer. A batting left arm spinner in the shape of Santosh Yadav. Looking forward to seeing how he goes. He was just handed his cap, which will mean he has a first ever international match to his name.
We're all set for play. Preetu, let's get it on.
Let's get it on, Andrew. And we're just waiting for the umpire to signal play. Looks like we are about to start. Mohammad Wasim takes strike. Hemant Dami will bowl from the pavilion end. And here we go, the second T20I.
Ooh, sharp movement and swing. Wasn't too much swing. The finger's gone up. It went a long way in the air. I think Wasim is saying he's got an under edge on it, or maybe it's doing too much. First ball of the match. Nepal do bounce back, and it's Hemant Dami with a first ever T20I wicket.
Mohammad Wasim suggesting that it might have been going down the leg side, as you can see in the replay there. Shaping in, that's what Hemant Dami does, and oh, that does look like it was sliding down the leg side, but the umpire does not think so, and he is out on the first delivery. Mohammad Wasim 0, and UAE are 1.
Here's Alishan Sharafu. Goes full and straight again, but dealt with this time by Sharafu. The first runs of the second T20I. Just see if we can get a replay of the wicket, because my initial thought was it was going down the leg side.
It did look like it was going down the leg side, as you can see right there. Shuffles. And see it. Yeah, Andrew. The keeper is going towards the leg side, and that's what umpires don't think so. He just thinks that it's out, so raises that dreaded finger.
What a pickup shot this is. Might go a little bit higher than it does further, but it certainly will have enough to go all the way for 6. Outstanding pickup stroke. The pitch looks an absolute picture. We might have a real flatty here, and Adib, who looked so all at sea yesterday, finds his way into international cricket. His first boundary starts with a 6.
That's a beautiful shot. Kept his head still, and he's got the power. As you can see in that shot, it went a pretty long way in the air as well, and it went the distance, no doubt about it.
picked up Alassane Sharafu. There it is there. And the catch was an outstanding one, the catch of the tournament so far. Chase that in vain, or my star fan of the day. She makes the highlights package. We had to get her in. But then Yadav was worked away for a boundary by Osmani. He started really brightly, got to 18 off 6 at that stage. But there was just the problem for the UAE, constant wickets falling.
Lokeshvam was Superman on that, and that ball nipped back in very sharply. Easy decision for the umpire, angling in towards.
So much unprepared as they have been before. This is worked away and just over the head of a leaping Hemantami at short fight. Good innovation from Osmani, gets a boundary. And that's exploitation of that shorter side. That's good batting. Just a chip for 6. Two fielders out are long off and deep backward square, so all he's got to do is get it up and over the man in the ring. This is very clever batting and manipulation of the shorter side.
He knows the field, he knows the dimension of the field as well, and Akshdeep Nath just gets down on his knees and hits it over mid-wicket. He didn't give half the bat on it, but still it went all the way. Very good fielding side.
Great batting. Takes the aerial route and gets it all the way for 6. It's great exploitation of the field that's been set in the line that was bowled. It's a maximum to end the power play, 47 for 3.
So not to mention how Hemantami Sami get another googly wrapped on the pads, looks close, and that is out. Another wicket with that stock delivery of his. Sandeep Lamishani just does the job regularly for Team Nepal.
The googly that Sandeep bowls, it's very hard to read. And this time around Usmani, he was looking dangerous, but look at this delivery. Angling back in towards the right-hander, dead in front. No doubt about it, the easiest of decisions that Buddhi Pradhan had to make today. Usmani had to go back to pavilion, but Sandeep Lamichhane strikes in his first over yet again. Usmani goes for 30, UAE lose their 4th for 47.
That one is up in the air, trying to go across the line. It's going to be an easy catch for Hemantami. Sahab Alam picks up his first wicket. He must feel good about it. That was an easy catch, trying to go across the line. Sohail Khan would be very disappointed with that shot.
Absolutely superb from Nepal. Every bowler they are coming to bowl, they are taking wickets. This time around it was Sahab Alam. Spin delivery. The batter didn't have any clue. Look at that. He went for that blind shot, wanted to play across the line. Took the top edge of the bat, and easiest of catches for Hemantami. Half of the team of UAE are back to the hot. Nepal in the driver's seat, 48 for 5. Concerned, but they have been losing wickets in regular intervals. That's been their main concern. Oh, chance of run out. Another wicket goes down. What is UAE doing out in the middle? When the ball is with Dipendra Singh Airi, do not go further on. Yet another run out. Nepal is simply outplaying UAE today.
You don't take a run in Dipendra Singh Airi's hand. That's what the coaches must have been telling, but this time it was not to be. As you see there towards his right, and we know how quick he is. Look at that, just pick up and throw in one motion right over the bails, and Lokesh Baum does not have to do much, just disturbs the stumps, and there goes another wicket. Nilesh Krishnaswamy is out for a duck. UAE 48 for 6.
Mug swept, very much in control to the shorter side, gets plenty of it. It's a double-decker. Stick it up onto the top deck. They're going to need every run they can get here, the UAE, and this is a good partnership building up.
Absolutely no doubt about it. First 2 overs, Deepinder Singh Ari got all the respect that he would have imagined, but this time around Mohammad Irfan said enough is enough. Went for that slog, but timed that with perfection.
Nicely picked up, and he's got it a long way behind square, so he will get 4. Fine legs up in the circle. He's trying to cramp him for room, and he did, but Nath had an answer, and that's an important boundary. Club down the ground, fielder there, but just short. Didn't know whether to stick or twist it, Kushal Malla. I think he thought at first about coming for the catch, ends up doing neither, and almost has to evade it in the end. It ends up being a boundary.
If possible.
Looks to go leg side, but he might have just gone straight up. It is the shorter boundary, but it's Deepinder Singh Ari. Much easier than the run out that he effected. It gives Lamachani a second, a 5th in the series. And the 2 most popular players with the fans, we heard from the crowd, they combine to break the partnership.
Mohammad Irfan, well, he is the latest victim of Sandeep Lamachani. Takes his 2nd of the match. Wanted to go over the top, as Andrew and I were discussing. Yeah. It was the googly indeed. Didn't read it well. And as a result, as you can see, another wicket goes down. The partnership has been finally broken, Andrew. We will not see the highest partnership. Mohammad Irfan goes for 32 of 27, 112 for 7. Straight to Deepinder Singh Ari, very next delivery. Tanvir trying for the same shot, losing his wicket, and the fielder Ari yet again.
In the full range of skills, because the googly, the shorter side on the leg side. Here's a look at the no ball, spot on, quite a big one actually as well. Here's the free hit, slapped away into the offside. Will race to the rope, gets 4, not quite the maximum he'd have liked, but every run will help the UAE's cause here.
UAE will take it with both hands, Andrew. 5 runs of the first ball of the final over. The first one being the no ball, second ball. The freebie for the batter, slashed into it. In between the fielder. A point and cover race to the boundary.
In the first 2 editions, but it's different up in international cricket, and just watching him evolve to that role will be interesting. As that is hammered all the way for 6, and it will bring up 50 for Nath. Very well played indeed. It's a really good strike, looking for the block hole, but the man born in Lucknow in just his 2nd T20I has a maiden T20I 50.
Very well played. Akshdeep Nath, 52 of 41 deliveries. Nandan Yadav was looking for that Yorker, didn't quite got it the way he'd have liked. The batter got a full toss, and a batter who has batted for 40 deliveries is not going to miss on that occasion.
But without his runs, UAE in real trouble. As this is hammered to long on, I don't think they'll get a second, or maybe they will, because Alam had to get the dive in to prevent the boundary. We'll find a couple of runs that'll go to Zuhaib Zubair, and it means the UAE will have to be satisfied, albeit somewhat frustrated, as you can see there with Nath, with 128 from their 20 overs. Nepal outstanding with the ball, a little indifferent in the field, but certainly much more impressive than last night, and surely they'll be heavy favourites to square this series and make it 1 apiece in the 2nd innings. He probably quite wasn't where he wanted to be during that T20 World Cup, almost straining too hard at times. The big wicket though was Sohaib Khan's one, that went to Shahab Alam. He's such a dangerous player, and he was picked up. Hemantami was a bit fortunate to get that LBW decision going in his favour, but certainly he bowled well enough to deserve his 2 wickets. And for the batters, Usmani, well, showed a bit more promise today. He made 30 off 22. He actually opened the batting. We'll get that scorecard corrected. And Akshdeep Nath, who came in at number 5, put on that very impressive partnership with Mohammad Irfan, the second highest in the history of UAE's T20 International record. I think it was just 3 short of breaking the record of Ayan Afzal Khan and Basil Hamid. They'll have to be satisfied though with an under par 128 for 8. What about the bowlers? What did you feel? Lamachani the star, but good efforts all round.
Absolutely, he was simply unplayable today, especially with his googlies. 4 overs, 1 maiden, 3 wickets, conceding just 6 runs, 2 wickets for Hemantami. His first 2 wickets in T20I career. Nandan Yadav grabbed 1, went from 15 in his last over, a wicket for Shahab Alam. Just 3 extras. Nepal were pretty disciplined. So 128 for 8 is what UAE have been able to score.
And that gives Sandeep Lamachani cumulative figures across the 2 nights of 6 overs, 6 for 14! Incredible! Certainly, I think there's a lot of logic gone into this decision. And we'll see left arm seam to open things up in the shape of Ajay Kumar. We're all set for the chase. Let's go. And an immediate square drive, a trademark stroke from Kushal Bertel. That's imperious, very elegant, but also very dominant. Dream start for Nepal with a boundary.
Kushal, what a shot that is. Just plants his front foot and thrashes it over that cover region for a boundary.
You can almost close your eyes and imagine that being Jofra Archie again from the World Cup 2 months ago. Happy just to get off the mark. I think that's fair enough. There isn't any pressure. There's almost a bit of a wry cheer from the Nepal fans. First real appearance. As Mala cashes in. He loves left arm spin and he'll get 6. Doesn't get it out of the middle, but he does get enough to show off his power, and he's punching the bat saying, be better.
Yeah, he did hit it out of the middle of the bat, but he wouldn't mind. He got a 6 off the shorter end of the ground there. As soon as he hit it, his heart would have been in his mouth there, Kushal Malla. But thankfully for him, it does cross the rope. So a welcome 6 from him.
Does go again, and this one's out of the middle. It's gone many a mile. Mala monsters it all the way for 6. It's 33 for none. Picked up. Not got it this out of the middle, and the fielder does scamper back but won't be able to save the boundary, and another one into the advertising hoardings. Kazema Tanvir is a change of ends, but he's greeted with the boundary.
Couple of 6s.
Slower ball picked and punished. This is a really good shot. He's held his shape, picked it, indicated to his partner, and then executed the stroke. That's very high quality batting from Kushal Bertel.
In the slot, and Kushal Bhurtel obliges over the long mid-off boundary. He's looking good, Kushal. And as you see right there, slow delivery. I picked it up well. Back of the hand, slow delivery. And
pull this time. He gets enough to find the gap and find 4 more. The Kushals are on a roll up at the top, and they're bringing this Nepal crowd to electric life here at the TU. It's all the Rhinos right now.
Vurtel all over the game. Look at that execution. Great effort in the outfield. Point filter. Shoaib, get the full marks for that.
Looks like a drop catch to me, Kiran. The high fives coming in from the fielders, but it does look like a drop catch. Yes, it was. Hit sharply towards the point fielder, but then they would have liked to get a wicket here. That also a big wicket of Kushal Bhutel.
Exactly, not an easy catch to take, though. That ball was travelling, let me tell you what. In the replay, well, it was looking like a treasure bullet as well. Kushal getting across the line, hitting it high and handsome for a maximum. He is in sublime form today. That selection of shot execution. Boy oh boy, isn't he a wonderful player to watch when he's in full flow.
Towards that shorter boundary again. We know how he likes to play that slog sweep over mid-wicket, and against a very good bowler as well. He picked up 3 wickets in the previous match. Mohammad Zoeb with the man of the match performance, but then with that shorter boundary towards his right, Kushal Bhutel just taking his chances against the spin as well.
Towards the offside this time around. The ball's racing towards the boundary. A 6 followed by a 4. There was no chance for the fielder. The ball went to the boundary like a treasure bullet. Kushal Mullah wants to join the party. Hit it on the rise towards the boundary. No chance for the fielder fielding it. Mid-off. The ball's raced to the boundary for 4. Nepal is dealing in boundaries at the moment.
Now they are struggling to pick up a wicket as well. And that one is hit, and hit with conviction by Kushal, but straight to the fielder. They had the fielder just outside. Kushal Mullah played a very miscalculated shot. They didn't realize the fielder was already in the long off direction.
Normally he is very good with those sort of shots, but we know he's been struggling with the form. Look at that, it was in the arc. He tried to go over the top, just finding the skipper Mohammad Wasim taking a very good catch. And Nepal lose their first wicket at the score of 67. Kushal Mullah goes for 19. That will turn a huge appeal. The keeper looks confident, very confident indeed. Is this the end of the journey of the youngster in the debut? He would hate to get back to the pavilion if he is out. That is very unfortunate. Maybe the pressure did the better of him, Prithu, on this occasion. Will that give his run out or the stumping? That will be a tricky situation. But let's see what happened here. He did hit the ball, went in between his leg. He was looking for the ball, and he was out of the crease. Santosh Yadav will have to get back to the pavilion. That's the 2nd wicket down for Nepal in the most unconventional manner that you see in the cricket.
What a way to get out on your debut for Santosh. Just felt that he had the ball towards the leg side where there are no fielders, but then just couldn't judge and has to head back to the pavilion. Goes for just a single run. Nepal are 71 for 2.
Sweep set attempted. Hughes appeal. Umpire said bad involved. That ball's racing towards the boundary and in fact will go for a 4. The fielders were busy appealing. That ball kept on travelling to the boundary. So the skipper Irie gets his first boundary. Look at that. The players were busy appealing, but that ball was hit really fine by Dipendra Singh Irie getting the... So Juhaib balling to Kushal towards the leg side. They are running for the first one. The ball's racing towards the boundary. Is there an inside ace? Yes, there is. And that will be the half century for the opening batter of Nepal. Kushal Bhutel, very well played.
14th T20I half century for Kushal Bhutel. He has done it time and again for Nepal, and this time it was no different. He was looking good yesterday as well, but today he has made a mark, getting to a very well played half century. He has played very well, rotated the strike and hit 9 fours as well with a maximum.
The story continued from there.
That pull shot was a humongous 6 on the leg side. See how well he connected it, and that one was the very next ball over mid-off. He had all the shots in the bag, the cut shot, the pull shot, the cover drives, the trademark.
Final ball, Dipendra Singh Airi pulling it towards the leg side. The ball's racing towards the boundary and will get a 4 of the final delivery. The skipper hitting that for a 4. 14 done, 1-1 for 2 Nepal.
Pandey in there. Nicely played, fast wrists from Irie, and too fast for the cover fielder in the deep. Gets us to the end of the 15th, 7 from the over. Nepal cruising home, 121 for 2.
We were expecting at least one game.
Cut away, going to be 4 more. Bertel will have the chance to hit the winning runs now from here. He moves into the 80s. It's been sublime, it's been vintage Kushal Bertel looking back to his best.
No doubt about it. The old Kushal Bertel that we all know. This is the glimpse of how we saw him growing over the years as a player, as an opening batter for Nepal. Look at the score. The total score is 127, Andrew, out of which 82 Kushal Bertel has single-handedly scored.
And that's what the Butwell boss can do. When he's at his best, when he's full of confidence, and when he plays like this, he really has a huge potential. I always talk about Lamachani and Irie as being the standard bearers. No reason why Bertel can't put his name up alongside them. 2 to win. He's going to help it round the corner. Irie is quick as anything, so is Bertel, and that will be the winning runs. Fittingly, it's Bertel that hits them, greeted by a big TU roar. They bounce back in good style here, Nepal. They weren't really very good last night, to be honest, but they've been highly impressive this evening. They're going to share this extreme energy drink 2-match T20I series, 1 apiece. They take the win by 8 wickets, and they return to something of their trademark form with the greater challenges ahead of ICC Men's Cricket World Cup League 2. Irie unbeaten, Bertel the player of the match no doubt tonight, but Lamachani across the 2 games at his very best. Nepal, the Rhinos, they're back.
The batting card that one name stands out today is Kushal Bertel, 84 runs of just 57 deliveries. Kushal Mullah was a bit wayward, 19 of 17. Santosh Yadav, the debutant, gone for 1 in very unfortunate fashion and not out 23 from the skipper Dipendra Singh Airi. Nepal got onto that target comprehensively, 129 of 2 with plenty of deliveries to spare. Yeah, nothing much to offer for a UAE apart from that 1 wicket from Mohammad Irfan. Nilesh Krishwani, I think he got 1 wicket as well, if I'm not wrong. Or was that given a run out maybe? Yeah. Ajay Kumar was outstanding. By far the pick of the bowler, 4 overs, no wickets, but 1 maiden and 16 runs. Rest of the bowlers, there was not much to discuss really. It was all Nepalese batters who got better of them.
The 2-match T20I Internationals 1-1, and they're going to share the trophy. See the match summary right there. Akshdeep Nath had a very good innings. UAE were in spot of bother when they were 48 for 6, but then Akshdeep came into the rescue mission and guided them to 228, which was never going to be enough for the Nepali batting lineup.
Dipendra Singh Airi and Mohammad Wasim, up you come. They're talking about cricket. Up you come, boys, because you're going to be presented this extreme energy drink T20I series trophy that you will share. Dipendra, if you come this side, please. And Mohammad Wasim, the far side. If I could get a big round of applause, the trophy is going to be shared. 1 win apiece
It's Nepal and the UAE.